You want to call me a dick? Well, I was being nice before. Now I'm going to show you being a dick. Because it seems like people aren't understanding the fucking difference between him being stern and brutally honest and being a prick. So therefore, now I'm going to display, now I'm going to show the fucking difference. Let me highlight the fact that people who couldn't survive the shit I go through in the way I have are telling me how to handle situations. See, I'm a dick. This is coming from the person who failed to make it to me when I lost my son to check on me, but they couldn't make it. So even if I wasn't fine, you would have failed your mission regardless. This is the same person who tried to justify taking a break in between relationships and proceeds to complain about stupid shit from both partners. This comes from the person who doesn't have their kid because they had to take the easy road out of their fucking legal situations. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm the dick. This is the person who went to a psych unit and couldn't handle the truth that came in from the outside. And I'm the dick. No. See, a dick is what you and your family have done to each other when you've been petty children. That's being a dick. What? Really? See, Callie, here's where you prove my point. You can have a family or don't. You can have a kid or you don't. Welcome in, Callie. Callie, you want to call me a dick? I'll show you the difference. A dick is what you and your family have done to each other. You've self-destructed yourself from the insides. And I'm the dick. You have no fucking clue. See, a dick is believing one side of a story, slapping your partner, and then getting that side. Does it seem familiar compared to what I do now? I get the sides to every story, and then I be judge, jury, and executioner. What do? You run off your fucking high horse. You run off your emotions. You read from a script I've heard 1,000 times before. Do you have anything new to tell me that isn't based on emotions or how you feel? No one forced you to join the group. The website was there for anyone who had the link. No one forced you to sign an application. So the way I see it, you either did it because you're desperate, or you did it for shits and giggles. And here's the problem with you haven't had a stable friendship. You haven't had exactly the stable family. Hell, your child isn't in the same household. Sorry, this is being a dick. Maybe you'll get the fucking difference. In the meantime, whether it was you having your little bitch fit, Dylan, Jax, or anyone else of the members, not just on Facebook, out of the 90 plus members that the Riot Lights have in 3 different fucking states, if anyone would have acted the same way, they would have gotten the exact same speech and the exact same fucking lecture. You're the one who went into being selfish, made it seem like I was coming at you. You have no fucking idea. This is being a dick. That was called tough love. Not that you would fucking know about this because you're in the same shit, just different location. And yet, once again, you are always reading from the same fucking script I heard before. You call me a name. You rehash on this. You point this out. You go in your feelings. You got nothing new. I've heard the same arguments from a crackhead in Vegas that I do from you. It's the same shit over and over and over and over. And here's the doozy of it. You claim to not care or not give a shit, but you do. You're putting on a fucking mask, which makes you a fucking fake. Why do you do it? Is it to protect your emotions? To protect your plans? Protect your feelings? Why? Because you don't give a shit. You say that way too many fucking times, but what happens? Your actions say otherwise. Everything you apparently don't give a shit on, your actions say otherwise. Because the amount of paragraphs and the amount of speeches you give. Callie, the same thing I've heard from you if I could hear from you when you were 16, 18, any fucking age. And it's the same shit. You clearly haven't been humbled and taught that what a unit operates as. Because here's how I know you do give a fuck. And you are selfish. Like I said, I gave everyone the lecture. I didn't tag you in my little rant. I told everyone. I kept saying in the messages, everybody. And what do? You make it about you. You make it about you. It went to Dylan. Because here, Callie, there's 90 plus members of my group. That went to everyone. But you're the only one that took specific exception, seeming like I was coming after you. No. If you want to see a difference when I target you separately, please let me indulge you on that. And then let's see how miserable and how much you don't give a fuck. And here's how I know you give a fuck. Basic ruling. The amount, if you had to keep telling people you don't, you do. You dumb bitch. If same thing, the loudest in the room or the weakest, especially when unprompted. Because you spend more time not giving a fuck and saying than you do having any non-selfishness behavior to anyone around you. Because the funny thing too is I know you're too numb to positive information. Because I gave a fact. I gave something that defines a working machine. And you took exception to it. I said common fucking knowledge, not that you know any of that when one person fucks up, it reflects on all of us. Same thing, but you would only know because the inbred family of fucking chaos and ethnicities you got, you know that as when one ethnicity fucks up, it reflects on the entire ethnicity. No. When you fuck up, when Dylan fucks up, when Annalise fucked up, when Jax fucks up, when anyone out of 90 people, I know you can't count that high, fucks up, it reflects on the entire group. If one member of a hospital molests the child, it makes the hospital look bad. Do you get the concept, you fucking vaped up retard? Do you understand the concept now? Because if you spend as much time thinking as you do talking, the concept of everything that I lay out would be clear as day. But see, you have to go back to the old thing of you don't want to end up like me. Why? Because if you get put in half the situations I have had, guess who's crumbling and getting put in the dirt because of that trauma? You. You failed the mission to come check on me after my son died when I said I was fine. Therefore, do you really think anything since then you've said or done with any fucking sternness is going to be reliable? No. I given tough love and then people clicking want to twist it. When I tell them, don't twist my words, twist the noose that's around your fucking neck. And then you can see what happens when the difference between me being tough love and me being a dick. But see, I get it. It's kind of my fault though too, isn't it? Because people know me for being numb. They only see certain emotions out of me, but not the motive. You and your family, my mother, exes, friends, strangers, people I wrestled, people I work with, so many people, hundreds and hundreds of people have done the same fucking mistake. They look at the action, but not the reason why. Like I give that old psychological statistic. If I tell you and fucking ask you and your brain rot mind and give the basic scenario of there's a man who shot someone dead, 90% of the people respond with murderer. That's the action, right? But if I go in and label that they're wearing camouflage in the battlefield, then the correct answer becomes soldier. I didn't say what they did. I gave a basic situation, and you and a bunch of people have their first answer. It's only when I layer it out more do people then come to a new conclusion. I say someone got killed and the mag thinks murder. No one thinks veteran. No one thinks self-defense. It's one logic. That's the flaw of the human condition that you fucking suffer from. You see someone go off the fucking rails and it's all about you. Because see, and like I said, I get it. It's partially my fault. It's partially my issue. Because I'm used to being numb. I didn't force myself into numbness. So much shit happened that it get me survived because of it. But maybe that's why. Maybe you and a bunch of other free-spirited people, these other wandering sheep, maybe You're so used to me being so numb that when I show emotion that you're not used to, mainly because it's not over dumb shit that can be prevented, then it throws people off, doesn't it? When I stand up and give a stern and go off on everyone because it's equality, because one person brings the entire group down. The selfish snakes pop up like it's whack-a-mole and they make it about them fucking selves. Yeah, I went off on you, but the same thing applied to everyone, but you're the only one who's too childish and too fucking naive and too sheltered, too sensitive to figure out it's universal, motherfucker. But what do I expect from someone like you? Because like I said, it's the same. Can you understand this fucking concept, Callie? If one person from one business molests a child, the entire business looks bad. Same fucking concept. When Dylan acts up, it makes all of us look bad because it goes against what our core values are. And it was crazy? When I started to create the Rhyolites, I wanted to make it a cult. But then said no, because I need to actually help people. And it's you, and it's Annalise, and it's so many other people are proving why I shouldn't have helped. Hell, I shouldn't even given 10 seconds of thought to when you wanted to get back. But look at what I did. I went against my own core value. Same thing happened when I tried to help fucking Jackie. I went against my own values to do the right thing, and look what it got me. Nowhere. Maybe the problem was I would have just lifted you up and you would have threw me down. Maybe that's why. Because no, that can't be it. Because like I said, you claim, and a bunch of people claim to want stability, but you're not willing. Sorry, you're not able to handle the pressure and the weight and make the sacrifices that comes to it. You took the short time in jail than a year in prison to get your shit straight. Yeah, Callie, a year in prison would have been very inconvenient for you. Like your inconvenient isn't already in your fucking unstable life. You did it for the people that still, you did it for your son and he's still not even in your fucking goddamn household. And look what happened after that. You did it for your family. And then look what happened. You're getting sick of your family. Oh my God, maybe the year in jail would have given you your ass enough time to figure out where to go from there. But no, you want to take the easy route out because of the weight and the pressure that gets thrown at you, just like a bunch of people, you guys can't take it. You claim to want help, structure, stability. But you are too goddamn childish to handle the responsibilities that comes with. I had to purposely put myself in trouble because I knew I could handle it. If you and your ass went back on the street with no money, just the clothes on your fucking goddamn back, no vape either, nothing, no phone, nada, and I got put in the same position, guess who's surviving that situation? Not fucking you. How do I know? Because I've done it over and over and over again. You're dependent on the wrong fucking things, but the thing is, you prefer the materialism to survive. Why and how have I survived everything with minimal? Here. Not here. Here. But what do? You have flipped out more over your boyfriend being what the fuck ever he is, and your vape being lost, and your coil being burnt, than you have about anything else. But see, the issue is, I've seen people like you my entire life, and they all have ended up the same, so now I just wait back and wait for the inevitable. But see, you can't substitute anything for experience. No matter what I go through, it's insubordinate children like you that never and will never give me the credit for what's up in here. No matter what I've been through. Because you, amongst other people, I'm a scapegoat, right? I'm not a martyr, I'm a scapegoat. You follow the path that I try to lay out, but when you fuck up, you pin it on me because you're following me. Callie, I am not your goddamn scapegoat. I'm not getting a hold of you. I'm talking to the world now because, like I said, there's thousands of you. So therefore, I'm still talking to you, just in another sheep form. So go straight with your materialistic phone. Go straight. It's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. Dumb bitch. Because you want to see a dick? Now you're going to get shown dick. Now you're going to see why exactly this ain't tough love. So go, Gen Z, go. Go worry about your phone being charged. I'll still talk my shit. And now I'm gonna talk shit. I'm done lecturing to people like you. You're so goddamn mindless, naive, and fucking stubborn that how is it that of all people, Jax of all people, who have less going for them, understands the mission more than you? Jax can't even get a job because of her issues, but Jax embraced them. You have a job and you're more capable. You're competent, but yet you're so fucking lazy, so goddamn stubborn, so naive, so childish, and so fucking lost. It's been the same fucking cycle. See, I only appear to be so hard-headed and appear to be so narcissistic, not because of anything I say or do, but because I have to keep punching the information inside people's heads. See, you tend to look for people and advice from someone who's near perfect, someone who hasn't made mistakes. See, I have given relationship advice, survival lectures, all this shit, when I haven't succeeded in that department. But that's exactly why. Because I have had every failed relationship. So I'm the best person to take advice from because I know the ups and the downs. I know how to help it and how to prevent hurting it. But no one goes to me, right? Maybe if I was clean or no tattoos, look better, maybe then people would fucking listen. It's the same thing over and over again. I'm not perfect, but I prided myself on being an asshole. Why? Because I'm alive because of it. I've made sacrifices that I shouldn't, but I have anyway. It's hurt me and it's helped me. "27 years. 27 years, no childhood. When I came out the womb, I had to strive. And it's not enough. It's already bad enough. Most people have to come out of their hellholes and think their way of speaking their mind and their free opinion is being a keyboard warrior through a fucking comment section. If you can't say to my face, you're wrong and you're irrelevant. Period. You could tell me the sky's blue. If you're not going to tell me to my face, I don't care how true it is. Fuck you. We're so embedded in our fucking devices. And it doesn't help. The goddamn people can't take accountability now, can they? Nope. Everyone makes me regret every decision I do to try to preserve everything. I went out my way and wasted so much time in filing fees, legal advice to create the rhyolites. And when it went from Wisconsin to Nevada and expanded to California with the idea to help people, what does everyone do? They make a mockery out of it. Why? Because I'm not the most stable person? I don't look the part? Because I don't wear a fucking fancy suit and I don't talk nice? Huh? You guys will spend so much on cigarettes, vapes, Fortnite, V-Bucks, stupid shit, supporting these companies that couldn't give a damn about you, and I go create a non-profit that's different from even Salvation Army, and I get bullshit for it? Fucking pathetic. It's been like that with everyone. Something about me gets taken for advantage of. Something. Or gets twisted around on me. My ex Jay couldn't have me in a relationship. She couldn't settle for a friendship. She couldn't settle with me going back home to live my life. So what did she do? Told me to kill myself, yada yada. Played victim. Shocker. If anything, she should be the one stringing herself up, not me. Hell, she brainwashed her own daughter, Harley, into calling me dad just to guilt trip me. When her racist mother and her selfish, naive attitude is why we're not together. Which is why we've never been able to live in the same house. And the one time we did, I got kicked out and got bitched out because I took a shower after a wrestling match. Hell, Trista, of all people, decided it was easier to film my breakdowns than to help me. LaCressa did the same thing. It is what it is. You know what they have not done since? Drove down that driveway and told me to my face. And even if they did, now it's just a fucking waste. But my God, Callie wants to call me a dick because I hold everyone to the same goddamn standard. Amazing. So when I hold everyone accountability, people want to get selfish because they think it doesn't apply to them. I didn't force anyone to sign the application and do a membership. I didn't force it. I didn't hold you at fucking gunpoint. No. But it's not enough, right? What do I have to do? How many more excuses do I have to hear from people on why they can't fucking do something? I said this before. I am a serial killer, a rapist, an arsonist, a corrupt human being who just haven't committed the crimes yet. You see, on paper, I should be the type of person who gets their heart broken, they become a rapist. They get told to be a certain way, they become a killer. I am unhinged without showing the signs because I'm in control. The life I have lived would have driven people over the edge so many fucking times, but yet I still haven't hit my breaking point. And that should scare people more than when I raise my voice, more than when I talk a certain way. Because I've been so in control. You think this is breaking down? Oh, this is called clarity. Plus, calling me a dick, calling me an asshole, calling me a scumbag. Do you think that's harmed my reputation? No. It's embraced it. Because I'm not a narcissist on a regular. If I meet a narcissist, I become a narcissist. Why? Fight fire with fire. I'm an asshole to an asshole. I'm a cheater to a cheater. I'll lie to another liar. Why? Because if I'm going to be the bad guy, I'm going to make it look so damn good. I'm alive. Nothing has hindered me. I've battled abuse. I've been molested. I've been traumatized. I've been neglected. I've dealt and had my issues in the past. Not through me, but through my mother of drugs and alcoholism. When I was 10, I was yanked off my dirt bike for being profiled by a cop, and I was beat with a baton for just being me. I didn't go to the police department and file. I didn't bitch, moan, cry, and complain that it happened. I didn't say fuck the world and society. I got up, realized I could walk. I realized I was breathing, heart flowing, blood pumping still. And I said, okay, take this, move on with it, let it make you stronger. Callie, have you ever been beat with an inch of your life by a cop for being you? In the middle of the desert? Fuck no. But yet you think you're woman enough to tell me shit. You fucking hypocrite. Molested for 3 years of my life as a kid. Did I bitch and moan and complain about it? No. Did I like that it happened? No. But did I go off the rails and shoot up the church I was at? No. It made me who I am today. Your world's fucked. The problem that everyone else has with me isn't that anything I've done or said. Deep down, they are upset. They envy the idea that I have been through all this hell and am still alive to tell the tale. They're still annoyed because when the world's crumbling, they're not being left in the dust. I've evolved and adapted through the world getting worse and worse and worse, while everyone else bitching, moaning, crying, complaining, da 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 da. Hell, when Callie loses a job, when anyone loses a normal job, you can find another one. It's harder for me as a wrestler and a fighter to get back a job because of the entire broad industry. But I've done it. I've been homeless so many times, and I still got out of it. 27 psych unit stays, survived it. Fights with my stepdad, survived it. Fights, battles with heat stroke and hypothermia. Been there, done that. Unless you have lived everything I've been through to an extent, I don't want to hear you tell me shit. Because no one out here is making the sacrifices needed to be happy. You really think life is easy? If you're used to it being difficult, why are you still bitching and moaning about it? See, Annalise doesn't want to put the people who helped her in jeopardy. She's burned countless bridges in so many cities, in so many states, and ended up back in the same city where it began for her. Because remember, she went from PA to Oshkosh to be with me when she didn't have her facts straight about my situation. She didn't go back. She kept fucking up. So you really think I care about collateral now when it's your leeching and manipulating has caught up to you? See, I said I didn't have a problem with being a hoe. I didn't have a problem with you leeching and manipulating people. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive nowadays. I'd be a hypocrite to hate someone doing it. It's the fact that why? You went in to every home, every relationship, and made every friendship with the idea of surviving by any means necessary. But at some point, your mind got diluted, and then now it's reality. You put your emotions into something, and look what fucking happened. And what's amazing, I called it every fucking time. And the signs have always been there for people. Why the fuck aren't you seeing them? So many people can't see the red flags, yet they know them very well. Dalton is a walking, pathetic, deadbeat red flag. So putting your association in the hand of that lowlife, of that bitch boy, where does anyone on this planet think it's going to go well? Because see, now he's at the point where he's manipulating, guilt-tripping and obstructing someone's freedom. So let me get this straight. Is the reason Dalton makes the idea and the concept you have to date him to live with him, is that because you're above the age of 18 and there's not a kid allowed in his range? Because he hangs out with Potter? Huh? Because I made the argument. I made the deal. Harley and Krista have a week. 1 week to the day of yesterday. So 6 days now. To come tell me and talk to me to my fucking face. They got a week. That's more than plenty of time for someone to get up enough money to come here. Hell, cheaper than Uber, so therefore there's no excuse. After that, I'm letting the dogs off the leash. Harley has a warrant. Dalton and his marijuana charge. They go and get locked up. Especially if it's Harley. Because now, I don't care. Because people have said that they've been talking to Dalton, but either they're not really having talks with him or Dalton's not listening. But what's amazing is that one person needs to feel the need to feel like they have control. And whether or not it's Harley or Dalton that made that rule, they're fucking retarded. Because I told Jax, don't be around that shit. Because, like I said, what's amazing is Jax is going out with me to luxury. Dalton's going to be stuck in the same bullshit. But my God. I told him, Harley and Krista have 1 week to talk to me. Hell, if they can't, I'm not going to do it on Messenger. I'm doing it on Zoom. Hell, if they want right now, I can invite them on here. But they won't, because they don't really want to talk. They want to ridicule. They want to think they're the sheriff in town, and they're fucking not. Dalton's a bitch boy who's making it by. Barely. Because I don't know honestly what's stopping me from having Harley getting picked up now for a warrant. He has a warrant? I knew about it. I let it be. But now, if he's the one that made that rule, the whole house is going to be one little fucking Wisconsin version of a concentration camp for the weak-minded. I don't give a fuck how Krista helped. I don't give a fuck if Harley helped. I don't give a fuck how mental Dalton thinks he is. That man doesn't have a backbone in his goddamn body. That man doesn't have an ounce of balls to do shit about shit. He's gonna cry, moan, bitch, complain, play victim. Hell, Joseph Potter's a pedophile, right? Maybe Dalton keeps acting like a child. Maybe Dalton and him can fuck around. I don't care if Krista and Harley even have kids and children and a fucking tweaked out bloodline. Guilty by association. Those medieval cunts. I'm done playing nice to people. I have given so much fucking leeway to people. And yet, for some reason, people think the block button is a game ender and a deal breaker. That's not even the half of it. That's social media at its fucking finest. I've been too nice to too many people for far too fucking long. And sad thing, 90% of people haven't deserved it. All everyone does is bitch, moan, cry, and complain, and whine, and guilt trip, and play victim because they don't have balls or accountability to show for it. So like I said, they have 1 week to talk to me. And at least you can tell them this directly. If they are so fucking weak, and I mean this word for word, don't sugarcoat it, because it comes from me. They want to get pissed and become a bitch, it better be to me. Because remember, I have really nothing to lose that's going to affect me. They have a household of delinquents, Dalton and Harley. So tell them this directly. No switching my words. If they are too broke, too childish, too sheltered, and too weak to show up on my property, on my turf here, to talk, then they can do it through Zoom, or they can do it on a public platform. Because if they deny doing it on a situation like this where the world can see, that means their bitch asses got shit to hide. Period. End of story. As far as I'm concerned, Krista needs Ozempic more than she needs to talk with me. As far as I'm concerned, Harley needs to deal with this warrant. Harley Parsworth needs to deal with this warrant than he needs to deal with me. And I'll be petty right now. If anyone is looking to have an issue with Krista and Harley Parsworth and Dalton Thomas Lamore, just go to 59 Amory Street in Fond du Lac. It's a half. You can figure it out which one has the deadbeats waste of fucking space. There. So if you have anyone, if you guys have any enemies, keep a window open. Keep an eye out. Because I'm pretty sure Dalton's bitch ass hasn't ruffled enough feathers. So you can tell them. I know what her fucking last name is. I'm not saying her last name because, like I said, they're together, right? Guilty by association. As far as I'm concerned, they're both a Parsworth. Because apparently he has the man of the house. He's the man of the house. Sorry, him and Dalton are the bitch boys of the house. Who think they have balls where their ovaries are. They have a week to find a way to talk to me. They have two options. Pull up, or we can have a public discussion on this platform. If not, they need to waste my time and Harley can see the fucking jail cell by the end of the month. When I'm in Vegas with Jax, living our life, continuing my work. As far as I'm concerned, like I said, I've been too nice to people. I've been too nice to Trista. I was too nice to Trista Lind. I was too nice to Jade Baker. I was too nice to LaCressa Pascal. I was too nice to Krista Springer and Harley Parsworth. I was too nice to you, Annalise. I've been too nice to Callie. I've been too nice to Dylan. I've been too nice to fucking Nevea. I've been too nice to Abby. I've been too nice to fucking everyone. I've been too nice to every goddamn human being that I shouldn't have been. I've been too fucking nice. I've been too tolerant. I've been too open-minded. If people really want to pull their own weight, take accountability, and power through whatever obstacle gets in your fucking way. Because why am I concerned with people who aren't going to fucking pull up and fuck around and find out? I'm not wasting my time anymore. I'm not worrying about a whole fucking group chat anymore. I'm going to worry about my shit individually. That way I can keep people on tighter fucking leashes because they're too childish to be on their own. And if people want to twist my words like they're rope that kids hang themselves with, that's on them. Like I said, I'm not a fucking scapegoat for anyone. If you want to misinterpret everything I say, I told you, I'm responsible for what I say, not what for you interpret. Everything I say is an art form. It's up for interpretation. But if you want to get it wrong, allow me to indulge and educate those minds who can't get it. Because a wise man once said, follow the buzzards and don't stray. Follow the light and it will lead you back home. But now, people are going to stray anyway. See, people are so concerned with me when they haven't lived my life. They couldn't go through what I've gone through. And I take pride in that. I'm an asshole. I'm a scumbag. I'm a piece of shit because it kept me alive. Clearly, I'm not that bad of an asshole if I still have people who call me a friend, family, and look up to me. Even if I have one person, that's all it takes. I will pride myself on being the worst person on this goddamn planet. If I'm alive and the one person looks up to me, that's all I fucking need. What are you and society gonna do that's gonna hinder me? Jail and prison? Nope. I'll see that as vacation to recollect myself. Do you really think I'm gonna be out in this world? Jail and prison ain't gonna do shit for me if it comes to that point where I lash out. What are you gonna do? Fight me? Hasn't worked out for anyone. Lost teeth, still breathing. What are you gonna do? Slander my name? Not gonna work. Extort me? Not gonna work. What is someone gonna do that I haven't been through? Kill me? People have tried that. It hasn't fucking ended well. And if I am so offensive that you had to threaten my life, you a bitch. Period. You're weak. Weak mind, weak heart, weak spirit, weak soul, weak body. Period. End of story. So instead be concerned about me and what I say and do, get the answers for your goddamn self. Open your goddamn third eye. Find the fucking answers. And manifest fucking destiny. Because I'm not just a piece of shit. I am a boxcar filled with matches and dynamite headed towards a fire. The problem is, I don't get the blowout because I'm in control of my problems. I'm in control of my crazy. You think this is going off the rails? You have no idea. This is just being clarifying. This is being blunt and brutally honest and being a dick. But this ain't my breaking point. That's the funny thing. Because my goal, help people who deserve it, not people who simply ask for it. Callie rather have a vape than stability. Some people rather have the wrong shit. They rather pick wants over needs. And when shit hits the fan and we're at World War III, I'll be walking over your fucking corpses because guess what? Survival instincts won. This ain't bragging, ain't boasting. This is just pure fucking facts. And facts don't care about your goddamn feelings. So allow me to indulge with this piece of wisdom. Don't tell me I'm an asshole. Don't tell me I'm a dick. Don't call me a piece of shit or a scumbag. Don't call me a liar or a cheater because of my past. Don't call me any of these things. I can sum it up for you. I'm simply not trying to be a hero in someone's story. I'm trying to simply be a villain in everyone's, including my own. And I don't care. I'd rather be an honest and great villain than a pussy-ass hero. I'm being a villain with purpose. And if you have an issue with that, cry about it, wring out your tears into a bathtub, get in it, take a toaster with you, and on top of that, you can drown yourself and the rest of your goddamn tainted bloodline. So if anyone has an issue with it, fuck you and your bloodline. We don't need your weak minds on this planet. So I'll say this again. If anyone has an issue with me, if you're not going to pull up, cry about it, wring out your tears into a bath, get a toaster, get in, drown yourself and your future bloodlines, because the world doesn't need weak-ass sheep with no shepherd. Manifest destiny or shut the fuck up.